A very good morning to my dear students. Welcome to online class. I hope you all are very fine and safe at home. My dear students, today we are going to start English Mulberry lesson number 5 in conversation with J.K. Rowling. As you all are having the books with you, so I request you all to take out the book and open lesson number 5, page 64, so that you can understand the chapter in better way. In this chapter, we are having an interview with J.K. Rowling. So let us start. Before we proceed to the chapter, I want to tell you something about J.K. Rowling. She is a British author, screenwriter, and producer. She is the creator of very popular fiction Harry Potter. You must have seen that movie. The series of Harry Potter was liked by the children very much. The books she has written have become one of the best-selling book series in history, and millions of children the world over read them. On 3rd of February 2000, as there was an event which was organized by an educational publisher, students from across America went online to ask J.K. Rowling some questions. Students, she is best known for writing the Harry Potter fantasy series, which has won multiple awards and sold more than 500 million copies. Now, let's have a look on this unique interview. Now, let's start your chapter. The first question that the student asked to J.K. Rowling was, "How did you come up with Harry Potter?" The student asked, "How did you come up with Harry Potter?" Rowling: "Harry just sort of strolled into my head on a train journey. He arrived very fully formed. It was as though I was meeting him for the first time." J.K. Rowling replied of this question that she came up with the character of Harry Potter on a train journey. Student: did you ever meet a boy like Harry? The next question student asked, "Did you ever meet a boy like Harry?" She replied that she probably met a boy like Harry, but the character was not based on anyone real, because she has created the character on a train journey. So the character of Harry Potter was not based on anyone real. The next question, student: are any of your female characters like Hermione modeled after your own daughter? Rowling: no. If Hermione was based on anyone, she was based on me when I was younger. But my daughter is turning out to be a bit like me, so we can say she is a bit like Hermione. Student: were you ever involved in a school like Harry Potter school? Student asked the next question: were you ever involved in a school like Harry Potter school? Rowling replied, No, she did not involve in a school like Harry Potter school. But she wished to have that kind of school. The next question, student asked, how long have you been writing? Student asked, how long have you been writing? Rowling, as far back as I can remember, the first story I finished when I was 6 years old. She replied that the first story she finished, when she finished her first story, that time she was 6 years old. Next question. When you were my age, did you ever write a book? I am in the 5th grade. The student asked, when you were my age, did you ever write a book? I am in the 5th grade. Rowling replied, yes, as a matter of fact, I did. I wrote a story about 7 cursed diamonds. I thought it was a novel. I think now it was really a very long short story. She replied that yes, she wrote a story about 7 cursed diamonds, which she thought was a novel, but actually it was a very long short story. Student, do you write every day? And for how long do you write? The student asked, do you write every day? And for how long do you write? Rowling replied that she wrote every day. Some days she wrote for 10 to 11 hours and some days she wrote only for 3 hours. Actually, it depends on how fast the ideas are coming to her mind. She said, I write nearly every day. Some days I write for 10 or 11 hours. Other days I might only write for 3 hours. It really depends on how fast the ideas are coming. The next question the student asked, how long does it take to write one Harry Potter book? The student asked, how long does it take to write one Harry Potter book? Rowling, it depends. The quickest so far was a year. She replied that it took almost a year to complete one Harry Potter book. Next question the student asked, do you still write in cafes or do you have to stay out of public places while you write so people won't bother you? The next question the student asked, do you still write in cafes or do you have to stay out of public places while you write so people won't bother you? Rowling replied, I still write in cafes, but I go to different ones now. Student, did you have any help writing any of the books? The next question the student asked, did you have any help writing any of the books? Rowling, no, I did it all by myself. She replied that she did not take any other book's help. She did it all by herself. Next question the student asked, does your daughter help you with ideas for the books? Does your daughter help you with ideas for the books? Rowling, no, the ideas are all my own, but my daughter does love the books. Rowling replied, the ideas were all her own, but her daughter loved her books. Student, was there a particular teacher who encouraged you to write when you were a child? Was there a particular teacher who encouraged you to write when you were a child? If there was, how did he or she encourage or help you? If there was a teacher who encouraged you, then how he or she encouraged or helped you? Rolling. I had some wonderful teachers, but I never confided that I wanted to be a writer, so no. Writing for me is a kind of compulsion. So I don't think anyone could have made me do it or prevented me from doing it. She said that she had some wonderful teacher, but she never shared her secret plan that she wanted to be a writer with anyone. She never shared her secret plan with any of the teacher, so she said no, writing for her is a kind of compulsion, so she doesn't think anyone could have made her do it or prevented her from doing it. The next question the student asked, did you make up the plot in every aspect first by charting the characters and knowing exactly what you would do with them? Or did you just piece a lot of it together as you wrote? The student is asking this question, did you make up the plot in every aspect first by charting the characters and knowing exactly what you would do with them? Or did you just piece a lot of it together as you wrote? Rolling. I always have a basic plot outline, but I like to leave some things to be decided. While I write, it's more fun. That means she wanted to say that she always having a basic plot outline in her mind, but she left some things to be decided later on so that she could add them in her books. Student, how do you visualize Hogwarts in its entirety? Rolling. A huge, rambling, quite scary looking castle. Hogwarts is a quite scary looking castle with a jumble of towers and battlements. Like the Weasley's house, it is not a building that muggles could build because it is supported by magic. Student, do you have an actual floor plan for Hogwarts? Do you use it when writing the books? The student asked, do you have an actual floor plan for Hogwarts? Do you use it when writing the books? Rowling replied, I have not drawn it. She said that she was not having an actual floor plan of Hogwarts because it is very difficult for the most skilled architect to draw the things where the staircases and the rooms keep moving. So it's very difficult to draw them. However, she has a very vivid mental image of what it looks like. She has an image in her mind of Hogwarts, that what it looks like. So she has not an actual floor plan for Hogwarts. Student, was it hard to think of the monsters' names? Was it hard to think of the monsters' names? Rowling. Some of the monsters are from folklore, so I did not invent them. She has taken some of the names of monsters from the folklore, so she is saying that she did not invent them. In book number 4, you will see some creatures I did invent, and I had fun making up their names. In fact, she has invented some creatures, some names of monsters in book number 4, Harry Potter. And she had fun making up that names. Student, what made you think of the people's names and dormitories at Hogwarts? Rowling. I invented the names of the houses on the back of an airplane sick bag. This is true. I love inventing names. She said she loved inventing names. But I also collect unusual names so that I can look through my notebook and choose one that suits a new character. She used to collect unusual names because she loved invented names so that she could look through her notebook and choose one that suits a new character. Student, do you now or have you in the past kept a journal? If so, do you believe that it helps in your writing? The student is asking, do you now or have you in the past kept a journal? If so, do you believe that it helps in your writing? Rolling. I have never managed to keep a journal longer than 2 weeks. Journal, a kind of magazines which we used to read. I get bored with my life. I prefer inventing things. She said she preferred inventing things rather reading the journals and magazines. Student, do you take real people you know and put them in your books? The student asked, do you take real people you know and put them in your books? Rolling. The closest I have come to putting a real person in my books is with Gilderoy Lockhart, who is an exaggeration of someone I once knew. Ron Weasley is a little bit like my oldest friend, a man I was at school, with whose name is seen, but neither of them are accurate portrait. She has used these two people who are based on real and her school friends, but neither of them are accurate portraits. She had changed something in them. Student, how does it feel to know that millions of kids are reading your books? Student asked, how does it feel to know that millions of kids are reading your books? Rolling. Amazing. She replied, amazing. I don't think I really realized how many there were until I visited the States and met thousands and thousands of people at book signings. She came to know about her success, that people liked her a lot when she went for the book signings. That time she came to know about this thing, that millions of kids are reading her books. Student, would you ever want to consider another job if you had the opportunity? The student asked, would you ever want to consider another job if you had the opportunity? Rolling. No, I'm doing the thing I love best in the world. She loved writing. That's why she wrote so many stories and she loved it. So she said that I'm doing the thing I love best in the world. Although I did enjoy being a teacher. She said the job other than writing that she enjoyed was teaching. Student, what would you advise be to other young people that would want to write stories? Student asked, what would your advice be to other young people that would want to write stories? Rolling. The most important thing is to read as much as you can. She said if you want to be a writer, the most important thing is to read. Read as much as you can. Like I did. She also practiced a lot of reading. It will give you an understanding of what makes good writing and it will enlarge your vocabulary. It will help you to understand what you want to write and it will enlarge your vocabulary. It will increase your vocabulary also. And it has a lot of fun. And also, start by writing about things you know. If you want to be a writer, start writing. Start writing about the things you know, your own experiences. Share your own experiences, your own feelings. That's what I do. So she gave this advice to the people who want to be a writer, that read as much as you can. It will help you to understand the things. It will improve your vocabulary. It will have a fun, and share your experiences, your feelings. Start writing about the things, about your feelings, about your experiences. So my dear students, that was your chapter. I think you have understood the chapter. That's all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.